and it will be. For these teams, I have to say, and I don't, these drafts look a level above what we just watched.
Out of the LPL, so we'll see if some of the support players have recovered. Junjia is here for an early play, flashes forward, and Zika is dead. It's just a matter of who's going to pick up the kill. Junjia will get that one for first blood. Xiaohu, a little bit of trouble here. Be able to walk away as JJ is going to look to walk down Hongq as an assist to his credit so far in this game. And he's going to hop on Elk because he thinks Elk is alone, but Erha is going to quickly show up. Xiaoshu is level 6. He's going to flash on Elk. Barrier is gone.
Very nice pick up here in the top lane after this lane swap has been completed. And Xiaoshu, careful. Don't go too far forward here. Getting some nice grasp stacks. And there's a Malphite on the way, though.
I went from one way to the other way. He turns around onto Erha, but he's not able to clean him up. No flash available. Going to drop the unstoppable force right on his head. And not the kill score up at 1. Shockwave down on the mid lane as Xiaohu recognizing away from this. Junjia sitting in the tries. They are going to get this shove in. They're going to look to deny Elk, who has no summoners. He is level 6 right now. Erha going to go in, trying to do what he can to stop this. Elk going to dash away, but a good hold on the ultimate. Junjia whiffs it, though. Elk getting chased down. Here comes JJ. Doesn't have quite too many ways to get over. Will be able to help out here and take out Junjia. But now it's Xiaoshu down to below half HP. JJ throwing the cheese wheel at him. It'll be blocked up by the Brahma 1-for-1 when the dust settles.
I mean, it's a good kill onto Elk, sure.
Not landing was the big difference between it being a 1-for-0 and a 1-for-1 and losing the objective.
Flash over the wall from JJ to keep going, and Junjia falls down. It is unfortunate. If that was maybe the support. Hold on.
Nice flash there by Gala.
Oh, nice flash.
Means that Xiaohu is very dead. That's Feat of Warfare going over to JDG as it looks like.
And no item Kaiser. At this point in the game, full item finished for Junjia.
Here we go. Zika going in onto Gala here. Pulled in. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Zika is the one who gets the kill. Vampire trying to run away as Junjia going to land the root. Trying to just keep his support upright. That's one way to get gold into... Yeah, and I can understand why Weibo Gaming isn't going to try to break this, right? Because even if you do that, that shows that this game would potentially go a little bit later. JDG could potentially step up a little bit too far. Rough go at it after that first play that went so well. 93 CS, the only champion in the game outside of the supports that does not have 100 CS or more, but he's looking for this kill onto Zika. Here's that Grim Deliverance coming down, but they are able to get the job done. Junjia helping out his top laner.
He's going to do so much to this tower, and that'll just even up the lane completely.
Very, very nice stuff. A breath. They have decided that they don't want any part of this. I think this is very wise by Weibo Gaming because they can take out a turret and get some big early...
Both teams feel strong. They want to scrap.
All right, Erha trying to take control of this banana brush as the dragon down to below 7,000 HP as Elk is getting time to free hit. Xiaoshu will be the weak part of the pincer here as Junjia is going to drop his ultimate down. JJ going in, but that ultimate did not quite land. Dragon secured for Weibo Gaming. Zika is over on the side all alone, and now they're going to attack the weak side of the flank. Xiaoshu going to be able to head to his side of the map as Zika is going to get to the blast plant and regroup with the rest of Weibo Gaming. So they do find themselves a kill. Xiaohu walking a little bit far forward, tagged up by the Braum. But JDG are very afraid of pushing for more. Instead, Gala will get good damage on this tier 1 turret as Erha is taken quite low.
JDG just can't find their in here. Junjia tries to walk in, but is blocked, unfortunately, and Dragon goes over to Weibo. JDG will be able to get this tower, though.
They're certainly
worried about Shockwave.
Working down. There's that Shockwave going on to Hongq. He was targeted by the turret. This turret will fall over the wall as Elk, but he gets blown up. JDG force their way down mid lane.
It's only Hongq caught by the Shockwave, and he holds Flash up. Weibo trying to cancel some bases. Will spot Vampire, but we should be fine. That is a very courageous base from Hongq. I like to think that he was just staring in the eyes of JJ and said, "You're not going to kill."
On an island, JJ showing up, does have that unstoppable force. Everybody on JDG on the way. The wave is just about gone. Teleport coming in. They throw everything they got at Hongq and they take him down.
Did it take any damage there? I'm not sure, but JDG on the chase.
All right, teleports are coming in. Zahen is going to land in the middle of 4 members. This is a little bit awkward for JDG. They are going to burn the Grim Deliverance now. Rift Herald going to get put down in the middle of this fight. There's good damage coming out from Gala, starting to chunk people out. Zika is going to hop in the Rift Herald, look for some knockups, but he's going to turn, tail, and run.
Put down maybe for an engage, but despite being down...
They're the ones starting it up. Gala said, hey, let's do it. Junji is like, yeah, man, I'm in. Hongq is taking a long walk back right now, but there are Hex Gates available. Vampire going to try to play up front here. Remember, no unstoppable force for JJ. That is a big opportunity for Engage gone. Otacon down, 3,000 HP and getting lower. JJ is going to walk in, but secured by Vampire. I don't see if Weibo Gaming are going to be able to chase down to JDG for the moment. Zhao trying to get close, big pull in there from Zika Shockwave, but Gala flashes away. Zhao Shu trying to get to the rest of his team. Big Mag and Storm! That's the play that Weibo needed, but JDG are holding their ground well enough. Glim Deliverance, and on the back line is Zika. It's Elk picking up the pieces. The fight that Weibo needed. Zika ends up falling as his great fight coming out from Weibo Gaming. The fight that they needed. Their team fight is so strong. Now a little bit of a shot in the arm for them. See what they're able to do here. In this next fight, Dragon going to be started up by the side of Weibo Gaming. Looks like JDG is not interested.
Yeah, JDG have 2. And after losing that fight, they do not feel comfortable walking into the Kai'Sa that I believe has the 3-item upgrade. I'm pretty sure Blasting Wand and Fiendish Codex is 100 AP. I'm pretty sure that gives you W upgrade, so... with Rageblade. So should be full abilities upgraded for Elk under the tower.
Going right at each other, playing a very close game, 2 very different comps. But
for JDG, it's a lot more slow and methodical that their fights need to be, right? With Vampire holding up the shield and putting passive on people, allowing Gala and Hongq to hit. They don't have a massive burst damage. Hold on, nice catch.
Zika could be in trouble. There's many teleports coming through. He is going to have the revive, and it's going to get popped. Junji is very low out of nowhere. It's JJ to knock him down, and all of a sudden, Zhao Shu finds himself in a 3v1. He thought it was going to be a 3v2, and Zhao Hu on Zhao Shu violence, and the pings are on toward the Baron for Weibo.
Dark map for JDG.
Well, I think that could be the straw that broke the camel's back, Jay Beto. Weibo Gaming engaging. They have to be up a little bit closer. Maybe have to use a little bit more vision tricks. But as long as the ball is on him, it shouldn't be all that much of a problem. They are 3-2ing right now. 3 members of Weibo strong in this mid lane. Looking to break down this tower as best they can. 2 members on the bottom side. It's both of the solo laners working that one down. More gold to Weibo.
As the tier 2 falls, the Dragon's only 30 seconds away, but Weibo still have a minute and a half of this Baron. They don't really care about the Dragon setup right now. They want more towers. They want to break open the base.
All right, there's so many opportunities here. Remember, they've got these great tools to start any fight, and JDG are very well aware they are giving up as much as they are able without actually losing the game. This inhibitor is going to fall, and that's going to be super minions going into the scaling carries of JDG. So
yeah,
Weibo Gaming are going to have to take advantage at some point to ensure that you're not giving too much to JDG. But I don't think they're too worried about it right now. It's still 7,000 gold lead for the moment, Jay Beto.
This will be 3 Hextech Drake Soul Point. And if, yes, you are worried about the XP going to JDG, for sure, some of the gold and losing out. Weibo, control on the map, 18 seconds before this Baron wears off.
Okay, there's the shockwave down.
Wow.
Junjia immediately blown up. See you later. And Weibo Gaming with a member advantage, 5 seconds left on the Baron. It is going to expire. Looks like they're going to send Elk to this top wave and start working up there next.
With Junjia dead, that's a lot of the engage from JDG gone. I mean, you're really relying on Xiaoshu getting a counter-strike in. Vampire can't really engage on the Braum, and Weibo have all the tools to push forward, and they don't even need to. They're just going to push in the wave, hold the wave here in front of the tower, and get this last remaining inner turret.
He's dancing!
The JDG have standing up. He is so confident. That's insane.
He said honk you, more like honk shoe, because I'm sleeping in front of you right now. As the top inhibitor turret will fall. Weibo Gaming are taking everything from JDG right now. Gonna leave the base with 2 inhibitors down. Will JDG let them walk out? I think not. Xiaoshu says it's my time to go in, but he gets turned around on Junjia all the way in, blowing up 2
That's
key
big.
members, and Weibo Gaming are reeling on the back foot. Junjia uses ult to get away, but he cannot escape, and now it's gonna be Zika, gonna be the next target. He will fall. JDG punish the overstay of Weibo Gaming. And the last couple of fights, wasn't really able to convert his lead to his laners, but has bought them some time, some more time to scale. But remember that this dragon looms in 2 minutes on here and force Weibo out of the mid lane. Meanwhile, the Baron looks to have been started up. They do a lot of damage to it. Elk is shredding this. Zika trying to do what he can to keep everybody away. Xiaoshu going over into the Hex Gate. Baron secured for Weibo Gaming, but it's Erha and Zika in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, the other side of the fight, Weibo Gaming's got to run and run fast. Elk is going to try to stand his ground as Honkyu's trying to get close. He goes golden, but Xiaohu doesn't have anything to do. Elk to the backside, trying to make a hero play, but he's stunned up and taken down as JDG are taking it to Weibo. Xiaohu's got to flash away. Erha hops over the wall, and there's nothing left for Weibo. They lose 2 members. It's a 2-for-1, but the dragon is up in 30 seconds, and they do still have the Baron.
Oh, they'll lose this Nexus tower, so right
JDG
now, and JDG TP, and they want this.
Zika will have his teleport, but Elk is not up for 5 more seconds, so Weibo will just let this go. 6 dragons.
This mid tower, Xiaoshu says, not right now, but Weibo put some numbers into the mid lane and push in with this wave. They will be able to break open this first tower. JDG, what's their response? Junjia is on the flank.
This is a really good flank. Nobody sees him right now. See if he's going to be the one to try to make a play. Instead, he elects to back all the way off right now. Middle inhibitor being worked down. Xiaoshu taking care of that top wave. You only have 1 turret left standing if you're JDG.
Baron, because if Weibo gets sold, they can sustain through JDG's Baron. JDG approaching through the bot lane here. Getting some vision. Gala moves forward onto Zika.
Zika's forced to flash away. Does not get tagged by the Braum by that Orate Rush, but now Xiaoshu's completely alone, and Elk flies in. They
that's
attack
huge.
the lone member of JDG, and they are looking to push and end the game. Zika is not going to be able to cancel anybody's backs here, and here we go. Honku trying to hold the line, clear out the wave. Gala pushing forward, slowing up Xiaoshu. JJ is here. No shockwave available, but you still have the ultimate out of JJ. Junjia hanging around the dragon while Zika is the one who started it up. He's down to about half HP as the rest of JDG is on the way. They're going to have to fight down a man. They've been on the back foot all game. Can they find a way to the front foot? Junjia looking to find a way in as Vampire getting tagged up by the Void Seeker out of Kaisa. 6,000 HP and dropping. They've got vision on it. Here, coming for the backside. It's taken by Weibo, secured by Elk, and now they're going to fall like dominoes. Junjia dies. It's Honku. It's Gala, cut off by Erha, and Honku, despite the flash, will not be able to survive. He gets 1 on the backside. He goes golden himself. Doesn't find Elk, almost does. Xiaoshu is now spawned, but I fear it is too little too late, Jay Beto. Weibo looking to push to end.
The inhibitors break open. It's incredible macro from Weibo. They know JDG can walk in bot side, so they go for the end. Make JDG base. Now they've got Hex Tech Soul 4 versus 2.
Both turrets are still up, but JJ is so tanky. He's just walking at Gala menacingly and drops the ultimate down. And it's Xiaoshu against the world, and those odds are not in his favor. He goes golden to buy time for Vampire to try to save the day. Shields up. Xiaoshu's still alive despite everything, but there's no turrets. He falls, and Weibo Gaming survive the scaling of JDG and take game.
A little bit before. It's just the best blind pick in the game, in my opinion. And it's not even blind this game. Zika just says, yeah, just pick me Scion. I'm on Scion. You do this game. You guys carry me. But it will be the Poppy in the support and take some really good fights around, 30 minutes or so and survive this early game. They want to fight. Wow.
We're going right after JJ here, and I like this because this is where you're on even footing for right now. It's first blood going over to Honku. Now Erha is going to take a couple of rocks to the back as Gala and Elk are going head to head, and Elk is flashing away, but Gala's trying to run him down. A couple more auto attacks are going to do it. One more, maybe. No! He lives on a
to kill Scion, and even then, It's going to take a long time to get through him. Weibo, don't want to leave open these grubs.
One grub taken away. Honkyu on the way here. Able to hit shove with the seismic shove. Erha and JJ in the area, but Gala is here first. It's going to be a 4v3. Roots down on a vampire, hit up against the wall. Junjia going in. That ultimate, that golden eclipse wasn't enough to really turn the fight. Xiaohu is going to fall next. JJ is going to be the next target, and he falls too. JDG take out Weibo and are going to secure every single grub.
I'm often surprised when these, like, no setup shoves get hit. Oh, Honkyu.
The step back is a big problem. He will flash away, but Xiaohu will take him out.
He spotted on a ward, and Junji is just able to get this Drake for free.
I don't know if they have a way to put their foot down, Jay, but they just don't. They have no control over most of the waves right now. Anytime an objective is starting, it's Honkyu and Xiaohu in the mid lane that are battling over control of the wave and keeping it relatively even. I mean, Gala
Honkyu just the whole time chipping away at this tower. Will get the first tower for himself. That's first.
This game may have passed you by. Remember that JJ does have that subjugation. So we're going to go in, try to get stuns off the throne, everything they can at Junjia.
He's alive.
But he lives through it, and Erha's in trouble, but Honkyu got caught on the wrong side of the fight. Erha flashes away, but he will fall. It's a 1-for-1 for now.
Look at the flash situation, though, for Weibo. Really strong. So a little bit too far forward here for JDG, but the fact that that's a 1-for-1 as well, yes, Weibo will get the Herald, but they're losing this bot tower. You're never getting anything for free in this game.
This is a good response by JDG and something that we saw top 8 teams do last year. AL was very, very good at this sort of thing. So Xiaoshu taking that turret, getting that extra gold. Gala is way up in the face of Zika right now. A little too over-aggressive. But this dragon is up. Junjia did not take a recall. Vampire got blasted on the wrong side with that blast cone. We'll be able to walk away. Honkyu, great job. Elk can't escape Junjia. Honkyu and Junjia linking up, but Junjia falls. Knockup is there. JJ's in trouble, and he's going down next. Zika in the thick of things, but he's got to flash out. Xiaohu will be able to walk away after getting good damage onto JDG. It's a man advantage.
We scale way better than Weibo does. We'll give one Drake over. We don't even really want Chemtech.
They might not.
It's not that great on this comp anyway.
Honkyu is here, and he does have that Weaver's Wall to break things up. Junjia in the pit right now, just hanging out. Gala taking a little bit of damage. Weaver's Wall puts him on the wrong side. No, it's reflected by Xiaohu. This is a big, big deal. Vampire is very low, in trouble. Xiaoshu all out on the backside, completely alone, but this dragon is not getting low enough. Vampire's already gone, but Weibo Gaming dropped the Drake. It's JDG who are on Soul Point.
Where they should be on, because that was so easy from JDG. I mean, they wall, it gets reflected by Xiaohu, sure, it's a bit of a whatever reflect. But then Xiaoshu just ults JJ away from the Drake, and Weibo forget about it seems. They're so busy dealing with the Cassandra that doesn't even die. They'll get the bot tower, they'll do some damage here. Oh, no.
Immediately stuffs JJ. Was it really worth the crash?
I'm going to say that's a big fat no. We've seen a lot of breakout fights over Atakan tonight. JDG will be able to break open this mid tower. And actually has to flash away. Whoa.
Okay, wait, Honkyu. Weaver's Wall, but the... Oh! It's the triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, because JDG's about to go missing. Honkyu is dead. Vampire very, very low. The headbutt to just stop Erha, but Vampire still trying to walk away, trying desperately to escape, but he cannot dodge Elk's arrow. Xiaoshu, very healthy, but still taking a bit of damage on the way out. Could be an opportunity for Weibo Gaming to take this Otacon. Insight for this one. Erha's the first one to show up, but with 2,000 HP. He's finished his boots. All right, JDG hovering around this mid lane here. Weibo Gaming does not want to give up the positioning that they've worked so hard to get. Elk just trying to do what he can, firing arrows over the wall. Dragon is now spawned, as Weibo Gaming are continuing to hold the line. Over on this bottom brush here in the mid lane, Xiaoshu has to dash away as the pillar is put down. Junjia looking for an angle. The Vault Breaker over the wall. The Dragon's been started up by JJ. Redemption going to go down. Healing up Vampire. Topping off Junjia. JDG are going to look to walk back in. Vampire chunked out again, but he still has his ultimate. He's got a flash as well to be able to try to make an impact play. Seismic Shove onto Zika. They're just whittling down the Scion for right now. Not too much return damage here as Junjia is now caught in the back of the pit. There's that Poppy ultimate. Keeper's Verdict. Not going to land. Look at the back. It's Xiaoshu on top of Elk. Elk's all alone. He's going to need somebody to help him out real soon as the Alistar goes down to the rest of Weibo game and trying to help. The pillar is there, and it means Elk can escape out the back door. But this dragon is secured by JDG. JJ will fall. Xiaoshu on Xiaohu violence, and Elk is surrounded in the blink of an eye. JDG, a 4-for-1.
Weibo are doing what their comp does. They're poking, but they just can't get through this Cassante. They can't find the poke onto crucial members before LDR's finished, but should be relatively soon. But I mean, Weibo just have no business being anywhere on the map right now. Urha has had not the best game on Poppy, but here we go.
They have to try. Junjia is able to get over the wall. Vampire, though, stands tall, and JJ will fall. Zika going to be the next target as the Weaver's wall cuts him off from everybody else on his team. It's a double kill for Gala, and it's merely a formality that the Baron will be started by JDG.
Yeah, it exactly feels like that. It feels like par for the course at this point, Yanni. JDG will start the Baron up. JJ's dead. Weibo feel like they have some business being here, but I think JDG would like a word with you as Weibo will walk away, but that'll be Baron on 5. And the door is basically super strong, just a bit of a rough game. And it is tough, right? You're against a Talia, that's fine, but JDG with Baron, they don't even need to base, they're just moving forward.
Erha's denials weren't great, but Vampire was really the one to set the tone with that level 1 play. It just felt like from that moment on, JDG had all the confidence in the world, and they're knocking on the door. Mid inhibitor turret has fallen. Top inhibitor turret is going to be next as the rest of JDG move over. Erha getting engaged on with that exhaust as well. Root is down, but it just doesn't matter. They throw everything and can't do anything. Can Weibo Gaming, the inhibitor in the top side, going to go down next as JDG continue to push.
Trying in here, it's tough for Weibo. The Baron enhanced minions are moving in against 5, and you're completely outscaled.
Redemption just to top everybody off as both Nexus turrets are under siege. First one down to about 50% health. Zika is so low right now, just trying to hang around. Elk trying to get the poke in, but it's not doing anything. Junjia is just going in straight toward Elk as they're looking to finish this game off, and Weibo Gaming are getting knocked down. JDG are going to force game 3.
And it just feels like tying the bow here in this siege because the game was well and true.
After Pop Blossom, you know we have the potential to have 4 of 1 champion in one game.
4 Yunaras. I'm not sure about that.
Too many was able to do. Gala already backing off here. Vampire up a little bit far. JJ is going to elect to not go the long way around. Shock Blast did land. This Vampire might be a little cooked here. It is first blood going over to JJ.
Team comp has so much consistent, sustained damage. On either side, the mid lane is just handshaking waves. Which dive is going to pay off?
All right, JDG's going to kick this one off. Going for Zika, using Grim Deliverance, trying to do what he can to survive, trying to get that bar up. Junjia ready to go back in. Shock Blast to the face, but JJ is the one who gets the kill first.
Team was a huge success. You've been brought into JDG alongside Tabe, who was on a team that beat you. Hold on.
Pop Blossom up top. Vampire's only level 5. Elk is not going to be able to finish him off. The level lead by Elk and Erha. Oh my goodness! Elk getting it done. Going forward with the Shock Blast from downtown. Junjia gets Elk super low, and Vampire, disguised as a minion, will clean up the scrap.
Man, and Vampire, nice flash. Just to solidify the kill, make sure he was in time.
Hold on. Here. Shockwave from Xiaohu, but he cannot escape the Emperor's Divide, and that's the first.
They want to zone away Zika, maybe go for a dive or just some plates.
I'll do it again.
Junjia is coming back.
All right, plate down. Zika's starting to get low, trying to stack up his passive as best he can, but he's not going to get there. It's Gala picking up this kill. Over on the top side, they're going to try to do the same thing to Xiaoshu, who's trying to be sturdy, but he will. Oh, he might not yield actually, but JJ will flash after him, and that
Minions?
big turret shot. The minions will not finish him off. It is a turret.
Yeah, Weibo do open up that top lane tower, and they have a gold lead, but let's have a look-see here, and what is
so
the...
even on the other sides, JDG is now looking to make another play onto Zika. They are really picking on this man. Come on, he was in Group Nirvana the entire year, man, and now you're just going to go after him and make his life hell. Approaching the top lane. We thought for a moment, not so this time around.
Gala just connects him onto the
Shockwave catches
face.
Gala off on the side, but here comes Jace right on top of Xiaohu. Junjia almost closing out on the kills. JJ is going to back off, and they got the plate on the way out just before they fell off. So risky business there, but getting it done. 55 seconds until this Rift Herald is up. With bot lane tier 1 falling, the only thing you're really knocking down is an inner turret. Right? This 5-3 comparatively. It is a small lead for JJ, mostly because of that extra kill that's on him, but the items are relatively even. It's a pickaxe compared to boots. We'll see if you're able to squeeze out that extra strength. Weibo Gaming wastes no time on top of the Rift Herald. You know they want to knock down more of these structures, increase their gold lead. I think they've identified that Hongq is going to be the big difference maker in this game when it comes to the scaling.
And for WE... Oh, sorry, not WE. Weibo. WE was... earlier. For Weibo Gaming here, Elk coming out, and if they fight against Elk, they will lose.
Hongq sticking around. We'll have to slide out. We won't be able to get that turret. Here's a Pop Blossom coming through, but Zahen with a great ultimate there. Elk going right after Hongq, and I think that means that Vampire is cooked. Desperately trying to get away. Hit the tower. Hit the tower. There we go. Vampire picking that one up for himself, leading the rest of Weibo Gaming on a wild goose chase, but it's JJ picking up kill number 4.
Is that worth for Vampire? He takes the gold from the tower.
Over-aggressive. Needlessly over-aggressive there. By
yeah,
Erha.
needlessly.
Now his ultimate's going to be on hold, and Shockwave caught Junjia, and he's blown up. JJ gets kill number 5, and that should be Weibo's first dragon of the game.
And solid control.
Dodge on the Shock Blast there. No Shock Blast landing on either side. Erha just coming in with a fake one, just trying to scare off JDG as that turret falls. Meanwhile, Hongq and Xiaoshu are going to try to respond on the bottom side, but they have no more minions.
Oof. Got one more wave pushing in, so maybe Hongq will be able to pick up this tower just to himself. Zika might try to fight him off the tower, but actually will miss the dash, and Hongq will be able to get it for free. But on the top side, I mean, Weibo just breaking the base open.
It's split between multiple members, but 200. They've started it up. Junjia is going to start hitting it. Here's the rest of Weibo Gaming just hanging on to the area. He's going to take his back, get his recall, and then likely teleport in. But with Otacon now being pulled away, Zika has stopped his back and is continuing his push in the bot lane.
Hongq could get caught out here, but Vampire will be hovering in the side to protect his mid laner and allow the turret to go down. But Weibo push back in and get control over the Otacon pit. Gala takes a lot of damage, but has the refillable pot to sustain back up. And TP in from Weibo here.
Oh wait, Junjia's nowhere close. Wait, I'm sorry, that's Vampire all the way in the back, not Junjia. Junjia at half HP though has been chunked out pretty big. Otacon getting very low. Xiaohu will be able to take out Junjia. Hongq's got to run for the hills as Weibo Gaming are starting to run over JDG. There's Yunara on Yunara violence. Xiaoshu trying to do what he can, all out to the side, but everyone's on top of him. Weibo Gaming get the Otacon and get a bunch of kills too.
The shockwave is so good from Xiaohu. You're right.
Make a big impact on one of these fights, and it's 23 minutes into the game, and he has yet to do so. We get a very savvy play there by Xiaohu to keep him out. Erha's coming through on a Pop Blossom. We're going to get a return to Pop Blossom out of Vampire. The Shockwave lands, but they're not able to actually get any more of these kills. Oh, they're looking for Xiaoshu here. So close! But Elk is unable to take him down.
Running around the map, just playing dodgeball.
Not Mundo dodgeball either. It's so hard to dodge out on some of these. Hongq had dashed forward, though. And maybe a critical error. for the young mid laner, but
Oh,
Elm
Gala.
sidestepping goes down. It's a 1-for-1 when the dust settles. Xiaoshu using his teleport, not getting a ton of value out of it. So Hongkyu has to run all the way back to the base.
So 1-for-1.
The top laners, a combined 0, 6, and 5. It's the mid laners that are making the most difference. Right now, Xiaohu is doing just a little bit better, despite their kill score being the same. Just feels like he's had more impact in this game. Junjie getting engaged on by Zika off on the side, pulled back in. This could be bad. Shockwave is there, and Xiaohu, again, being the one, as we just said, to make the difference. Baron should be started by Weibo.
And what can you say? Hongkyu on his best champion, but Xiaohu is just finding infinitely more value with the jungler dead. JDG have no choice but to give up this Baron, and this is a late
for him to try to get to the back line and try to all out a key target. All getting chunked out just a little bit there. Xiao taking a little bit of damage in return, but it looks like no interest in the Dragon for Weibo Gaming here as they're sending multiple members to the bot side, taking out bot tier 2 as the siege is on. Hongkyu is going to get his recall in and try to join the fight as Flash is still down for a little bit longer. Bot tier 3, mid tier 3, crumbling under the strength of Weibo Gaming Siege. JDG are losing purchase in their base. Inhibitor down, mid inhibitor going to be the next target, and this is where the Jake poke gets really, really oppressive. Dodged out there by Hongkyu, but the siege is unrelenting right now as the first Nexus turret is starting to go down. Shockwave lands on a Junjia, but here's a Pop Blossom by Vampire with a Grim Deliverance. Return Pop Blossom doesn't hit anybody. Hongkyu's golden, but he's low on HP. He's sliding back and he survives. Xiaoshu on the back line, but too many members, too much for him to handle that he can't take out. It's going to be a 4v5. Nexus exposed. Nothing JDG can do. Weibo low on health bars, but they finish the game. A 2-1 series victory.